Oh, welcome back to Family Farm. Now, normally I do a little bit of chat, then we go in to do some farming, what's in one plant, but this is version 2 of Riverview, and I thought we'd show some of the difference. This is a whip, by the way, things could alter, and also took the opportunity to put the Place Anywhere mod on, which means that before I couldn't get a chicken run anywhere. Still no animals here, they're still to come, except for Boris there. Hello, Boris. Better feed him and give him some food. That's his dish. But with the Place Anywhere, I've got the chickens in just behind the farmhouse. Now, first I'm going to show you the changes I made to the farm itself. Then we'll have a little drive around and have a look at the changes Roy has made to the map so far. I say this is still work in progress. It was kind of enough to let me have a copy a few days ago. I've been playing a lot off screen on my own version of Family Farm. Right, well, we've got the sheep in here, same as we had before. And one thing I noticed too, that with the Place Anywhere, where I'd placed the lime before, which is roughly the same place it is now, it actually eaten away a lot of this cliff. It didn't with the Place Anywhere. It allows things to go in a lot closer, as with here. I think these are about the same, but here I couldn't do this before. I got these two nearly buttered up. Actually, I got them not quite right, as you can see if you look at the rope, but it's close enough, I think. It's close enough for me, and it's allowed me to put an extra vehicle store in. So the farm itself will have. Well, we'll start at the entrance and work through the farm, and I'll just shift this. I'm just going to show what we've got here. Well, we've got the newbie farm sign, of course, which is a must to my mind. We've got the vehicle workshop here. The one thing I didn't get too well with this is a bit of a lump here, and I'm not going to attempt to smooth that off. Madness lays that way, so we just got a little bit of jump as we come in and go out of the yard, but that I think we can deal with. Water tank, now this one is of PCSG, a lot cheaper than the in-game one, and it looks the part as far as I'm concerned. Our petrol bows are there, or diesel bows. No fuel on the farm. The only thing on the farm is lime. I put lime in because we use so much of it once we get going. It's a all the time job to keep going back and forwards to buy new lime or new cartons of lime, pallets of lime, I suppose. Straw and hay store, loose straw and hay store. Around here we have the Giants, smallest of Giants vehicle stores, the open front one, and here we have. Now I found one thing. Have this. Get this one. Take it up one size. Fill it up with fertilizer. You can do a hell of a lot of contracts before you have to fill it up again. It's a lot cheaper doing it like that, and a lot easier. So you haven't got to think, oh, can I actually afford some more fertilizer? You've got enough to fill that up, fill it. Oh, we got the Strassman forage wagon, self-loading wagon. I got the Kuhn Cotty plough, or I got that because it does two jobs in one. It ploughs and cultivates. One thing you can't do is create a field with that, but I'm not worried about that, and I'm not going to get one that's modded so you can. I will get a proper plough if I want to make a field. Our cows are here. I haven't got any pigs in yet, but I think I can probably squeeze them into this Place Anywhere, probably around here somewhere. If not the big one, at least the small one. Horses, I haven't even looked at horses yet. That's something I must look at. Now we've got the old barn. This is really going to be for straw, I should imagine. Hello, I don't know if we could kick up. No, we couldn't. We'd have to put me in by hand. I've still got to think of what we're going to do for a bale store. We've got forks. No, in JCB yellow, so you can guess I've got a JCB on the farm. The actual fork there, and then we've got pallet, bucket, and bale. So we've got the full set. And these, I can't remember where these were. I can't remember if they're on ModHub or ModHoster. But we got these. This is the smallest one. It's a pack of these stores. This is rather nice. As you see, the door goes right the way up inside properly. So we've got JCB. This is the smaller one, the 4220. But I got this because it's a jack of all trades. As you see, we've got the front loader equipment on there. It's also for all-wheel steer, which is switchable, can even do crab, so it's perfect for that job. And it's got plenty of power. It's a Fent favourite 515C, also a front loader. I originally hadn't put that on, but I have since the restart. Although I say restart, what I've done is rebuilt the farmyard again. I had to because the change had been made from the whip I was using to version 1. And we've got some trees for it. I might have to cut that tree down behind here. I hadn't noticed that until now. Oh, we've got a weeder. Got a weeder because I think they're an excellent thing to have. And in the other barn, of course, there's the New Holland TX32 with both maize header and grain header. The maize header will go once we've done the first harvest here. I'm not going to do anything that needs that. I'm going to concentrate on grain crops. That's been decided. Grain crops, or anything that cut with the standard header. Well, the Strassman trailer fully expanded. The seeder and the liquid fertilizer need both, because if you should get a lot of weeds in and you don't deal with the weeder, you've got to spray them. So we've got that for that job. Now I think that's it for around here. So what I'm going to do is I'll shut this door up, and we'll get the JCB and take out. You know me and JCBs. Oh, I'm going to just change that to front wheel steer only, because all wheel steer I find on the ordinary roads, it can go too damn quick for my liking. It can turn too quick. Alright, that's going to be the new farmyard. Now so I'm ready to start episode 3, which I know this is, there we are, it's the lump, which is meant to be, but I'm not going to do it today. We're going to have a little look round. Right, I'm just going to stop here. We have the same fields we had, field 11, and what I'd done originally, I'd actually ploughed and harvested every field that was ready to go. So we started a bit like seasons, but I haven't bothered on this one. All I've done my own fields. On field 11, nothing in there at the moment. Everything will get grown up. We're on 10. Same thing again, being ploughed. Got one lot of fertiliser on and that's it. Weeds will come in, I know from my own playthrough, fairly soon. 9, same thing again. Now we've got 2 which have got crops, and I'm going to just we'll have a look at them. We can jump back to the vehicle. We've got the maize, and that's ready to go, and that's what we'll be harvesting probably in the next episode, and I will be in character for the next episode. Now we run through here. We've got this one here, which has got soy in, and that's only just started to grow. In reality, I should have ploughed this in and all, but I'd ran out of energy for doing that. I just drop back to here, and we'll go back and have a look at the other 2 fields. Then we go through what's been changed. The main difference is, and you'll see it when we get there, to port. The port and the entrance to the town are both changed a hell of a lot. The port, I think everybody who've reviewed or played this the same reports, it was looking very old indeed. Now Roy, being a kind soul he is, listens to criticism, constructive criticism, There's no good saying that's useless. What a waste of download. Don't go in with that sort of attitude. Say why you don't like it. What can be done to improve it. And if you do have any suggestions, join PCSG and you will find Roy on all his farms makes a post up and he keeps a careful eye on it. We own this one, 6, just over here. Nothing planted in there either. That's the other job. Once we've got that maize done, I'm going to start planting the rest of the fields. Prepping oats and planting them. I already decided that oats are going into, I think, this one and the next one. They pay well. Now I'm looking to make money on this. The other field we own is up the back here. Field 4. Now it's fun getting the harvester through here. Especially I haven't got a header trail and I have to cut it with the header on, but there we are, this is the other one we own. This is also empty. Been ploughed and that's it. But this is another nice big field. Right, with that, we'll start going through the changes. I may not get them all, and there may be more changes already been done. As I say, this is about a week old, this copy of the whip. And yes, Roy trusts me enough to let me loose on his things. I'm meant to be doing a little bit of testing and saying what I think. I've been too busy playing on it, to be honest. Should have ignored, I think, field 4 and got the one behind as field 5, really, but it's too late now. I'd have made it easier. I was going for the ones closer to the farm and I didn't realise just what a drive round it was to get to field 4. Well, as better it was, on the whip, the entrance was right at the top end of the field, right to the north of it. It was a hell of a drive round. Right, no changes here. I think all the roads I think are set now. He has been changing the textures on some of the roads to the more modern stuff. But it was time for this sort of overhaul. The garage has actually changed slightly. He's got a more modern building, and he's also managed to reduce the size of the download. And this will be available on PCSG when it's released. None of the speed that Roy works, it won't be that long, I would have thought. It may, by the time you see this, might already be out. I'm recording this on Boxing Day. There we are now. See, these are fairly much the same. But here, he's got a different building here, which looks rather smart, I think. Right onto the river. Whoa. Your buy point is here, and your workshop is over here. This is your workshop. Can't get into it, but we can't have everything. But and also the stuff comes out slightly further than it did, so you've got a little bit more room to get in behind stuff. At least that's my impression. I don't know if we have actually altered, but that's what it seems to me. That's the first alteration. Now the next one is the biggie. Is the second biggest alteration, I think, on the farm. Fields are all the identical places. So we just have a... Because if I went the right way, that'd be handy, wouldn't it? Whoa. I should have shoved it into all-wheel steering for getting around here, but never mind. Yeah, so if I went the right way, it'd be a lot handier. But yeah, excuse me. This is a new map. Okay, I've been playing this road system for rather a long time, so I should know my way now. The roads are still the same, narrow. Size it's always been, which is what I like. It's still full collision on all hedges, all fences. Just about everything has got full collision on. You will not take chances on it. Right, we're coming up to the big change. Remember the old bridge what was here? This I think suits it a lot better. Because that had that centre barrier, the old bridge. It was a beggar for getting big equipment, or bigger equipment, around here. If you're dragging a long trailer, and let's face it, the standard bale trailer for giants is rather too long. There should be a smaller one, I feel. Your fuel's here. Now your tip point, now it's not marked as yet. It's round the back here for the... I can't exactly remember where. We can find out by saving content. Just, you see it's actually around the back. It's just tag place that should show us now. If we hadn't already walked into it, we might... Oh no, there it is. Behind us. Tip point is about here. May not be 100% accurate as yet, because there's a lot of work to do yet. And these have all been upgraded. This looks a lot neater than it did. And I like the fact we're not now tipping on top of the fuel pumps. Also, back to how it was in 13 or 15, I can't remember which one. We can now drive right around the shop building. Gonna make maps a lot easier for getting stuff in and out. Your tip used to be here. So I'm good for where the tip point is and where it's marked. But of course there's still work to be done. All the things I'm saying as they are at the moment could all change. He's removed one or two boats which were floating. I know boats should float, but these were floating out of the water. So there's one or two have been removed. Rather than spend time trying to get them back in. But there's still plenty there and it still looks the part. You can still see them. Alright, well, I'm trying to think where we should go next. Let's just have a quick look at the map. Freight yard is the same as in version 1. A lot better. The whip I played on spinner is the same. Oh yeah, what come down? If I turn round and come down this road. Bakery is the same as in version 1. Barn has been moved. It was over at the mill. So we have a look at the barn. And it's also out the barn. Because somebody, and I forget who, on PCHG, said they were having difficulty, and I can understand it if you're doing the bale contract and putting bales in the barn. It was impossible. It's built to be impossible. You couldn't get the auto-load trailer in there and tip it up. The idea was you tipped it up outside, offload them, then you got your fork truck and done it all there. But he took note of this slight criticism, or query actually, rather than criticism, and decided, right, we'll change that. Say, Roy, it's one of those ones. And now let's face it, most modders are. If you ask them nicely and talk to them nicely, you don't just shout at them and say this is rubbish. You say, look, I'm not too happy with this, or this is how it should be working. You know, engage with them, be polite, and you'll find that most of them will listen. And I can understand why Bullet Bill got very upset 3 months ago because Pitt was slagging him off because he wasn't doing things that they wanted. This is actually, remember, this is the author's idea of what it should be, how they want to play it. But if you ask them nicely, they will listen. And they will explain why. I know Roy will certainly explain why he's doing something the way he's doing it. There's still a hell of a lot of trees. I don't think the number of trees has been removed. So if you're into logging, you've got plenty to go at. Not so much these ones, but in the actual logging areas, there's the proper logging wood. These can all be cut, but they're more for display. And you can see it's still a lot of hills and a lot of off-roading here, little dirt tracks. They all lead somewhere, but some end in that's a dead end when they got to where they're meant to be going. Oh, this is a bakery. As I say, this hasn't changed from version 1. Changed from the whip, but hasn't changed from version 1. Well, might as well just drive in. There's a tight turn here. You've got to take up why, because the tree at the entrance, and I like that. I do like that. You don't want things too easy, at least I don't. Tip is here. Now, all new buildings actually used on version 1, which have been carried over to version 2. These are new. Better than the old stuff is used. The old stuff had done its time. It was ancient, some of that. Some of it went back to 13. But it's good people they take a bit steady here. I don't like driving out of cab, and in fact I'm going back into cab because where I'm happiest. And doesn't make for a good video. You can't see the sights quite so well. I apologise for that, but all you'd see if I was driving out of cab all the time is me crashing into things. Entertainment, yes, very good entertainment value, but not much good for my blood pressure. Or for keeping my U certificate. You see, there's roads off all over the show here. Just take it nice and steady. These, look, I'll stop here. They're all your. No, if I can get. I have to come out of the cab because I can't come out of the tractor. They're all your cutting ones. Now, you can see the problem with these. You've got to know which way they're going to fall. They're going to fall down here, some of those. If I tried it, they'd all fall down here. There's a track here, and you've really got to get them to fall into the track. Another lot up here, and there's a way up to them. It's a way up to everywhere. Is that a floating tree? Yeah, it is slightly. Yeah, Roy, don't know if you can. Oh, you should better see, because I've got the little mini map up, so it should show you where this one is slightly floating. I didn't know that was doing that. They probably found it by the time I've done this anyway, because the monkey show will be going over this with a fine tooth comb, trying to find fault. Right, let's get on to the next bit. It's only really two more main places to go. This is the one, isn't it? Yeah, I think there we are, yeah. Now, this is the animal dealers. Now, sensibly, I say sensibly, this is where you pick the animals up, but sensibly, he's moved the barn down here. Let's have a quick look at it. It's the in-house barn with some bales in, and it's just put the round in because they don't look quite as horrible as the square bales. They did look bad, but they don't look too bad. And you can tip your bales here. So you see, if you're careful, you tip up yours to a load of hair and then back it in to it's almost touching it and let them go. And you can now tip your bales out of the barn and get paid for them. Right, down to the port next, I think. No, we're through the mill next. Well, the mill's the same. The only thing is there's no barn up there now. Mill's, I think it's fairly similar to what it was, but the port has had a hell of a makeover, and that's the next one to make. Or slow, where we've got a junction coming up, and it's very easy with the closeness of the hedges to actually collect this hedge on the right hand side if you cut it a bit too tight. Yes, I know, I've done it, and we've gone the wrong way again. We're alright, got plenty of room there. So busy saying about that. Think I've been coming in from the other way, from 33 direction. That's why I turned the way I did. And a lot of the buildings have been changed, and they've been done with Giant's own stuff, and it actually helps to make it load a bit quicker and also make it a smaller overall map. Now we've still got these lovely bank bends. You get a real sensation of speed when you're coming in with a full load of barley on your back. What's that in there? Oh, we're just gone past the brewery, I think. Oh yeah, we just come past the brewery. That's the same. I did have a look at that, but we will just have a quick look if I find the entrance again. There we are. That's the same as it's always been. It's the old, well, it looks more like a brew pub, but there's nothing wrong with that building. And a lot of the Giant's grids in here now, I note. Right. Carry on along. Of course, that wasn't the turn I think. It wasn't the junction I think. That's why I went wrong. Yeah. We're not quite on the road yet to the port. No, I can see the junction on the mini map now coming up. That's the one you've got to be really careful of. And Lord help you if you try and get a potato, the big grimy potato harvester down here. I've been using it on this map, and it's a slow job getting it to where you're trying to go. There's so much of it. You're coming into the port area now. There is the we will leave the port right until last. That's where we're going to end up. We will have a very quick look at the mill. Up this dirt track. I don't know where this is. I took a lot of loads up here. It seems that if you're at the top of the map, every contract wants you to bring your loads down here. And this is tight with a full load on. It is a case of as soon as you start hitting the slope, full throttle. But you've got to wait until you actually got round the bend. If you drift out a bit too much. This is my experience. And there we are. This is the same as on version 1. The only thing was missing though is the barn, which was, well, come past we go through the tip. But actually, place to have a close look at some of these buildings. They are quite interesting now. Some of this is new. I can't remember seeing that there, but it actually looks the part now. It really does. This really is a mill. This shouts mill at me. Now the old barn was here somewhere. But just you come off. Was it here? Yeah, about here, I think, in amongst these trees here. It was murder. One thing was you come off the tip, you had a slight, yeah, here it was, because if you didn't turn quick enough, you'd hit the barn. Yes, I do know from personal experience. I've done that many times. Now, the last bit's the port. So it's still tidying up to do, still checking to do. There's several thousand trees to check they're all in the ground right, where he's altered the terrain very slightly. But I would say that with the Giant's Placeable system, use the Place Anywhere mod and get from the GitHub. I will put a link into it. It's where the author himself has put it, and that's where the author wants it picked up from, not from one of these other sites. You can be certain if it's on the GitHub, it's the author's own work. And here we are. Look, this is the port. Now, doesn't this look better? Doesn't it look a lot better? Remember the old texture when you got out here, you were sinking up to your knees in the old place, and it does look so much better. Your tip, as far as I can tell, because there's no actual indication yet, I think that's still to come, it's around here somewhere. This is where it's showing. I haven't tried to tip anything yet. I will do on my private map, just for the hell of it, just to check us where everything is. But that's a new Riverview. Be available when it's ready, and it looks so much better. This area shows quality now. You look at it, this is quality. Before it just looked a bit meh. It's a port, it's there, we got to go there. But no, yes. It's so much better. I know I'm a fan of Roy's, but I think he's done a marvellous job on this. Right, I'm going to head off back to the farm. It's one thing with the fact you lose all your diesel. You try and drive back to the farm every time. It's too expensive not to. And once we're driving back, I will say thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber and wish to see more of this, and I will be doing a hell of a lot of work on Riverview and actually Maypole now. Roy's 2 maps. I'm better turn here. Oh, you thought I'd missed that, didn't you? So did I, to be honest. Joining the fun. Always happy to have new people along. I make about 5 videos a week, 4 of which are on farming. 2 at the moment will be on 19 and 2 on 17 until certainly one of the 2 17 series has run its course. It's the challenge, and would you believe that's on Newbie, which is the forerunner of this map. Wait, shows how much I enjoyed Roy's stuff. Out the 4 farming series I got going, 3 of them are on Cavalier Roy's maps. The 4th is on no good mate, Old Balls Blickling. And I do 1 day a week, the middle of the week, Wednesday, I think it is on Motorsport Manager. Not the most popular of all my series, but I enjoy playing Motorsport Manager, so you got to put up with it. This bit is the same. There's a lot of it been altered, but there's a lot been left, and I think that the trick is to leave the good stuff and take out the not so good. Actually, it looks more together now as an area. And the sell points all make sense now. They all look good. We haven't been to all of them, but we've been to all the important ones. And we go. And I'm glad this old bridge has stayed. I like this bridge. Yes, yes, I do have a liking for certain things. Oh, yes, where did we get to? Oh, yes, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions about the videos to me in the comments section, or about anything else to me in the comments section. But if you want to make any comments on the map, join PCSG and look out for the thread to Riverview version 2 whip. And Roy's just starting to thread up for that. But look out for that. Yeah, that's the jumpers be coming. Yeah, I think I can live with that. I think I'm going to have to. I can't be bothered to try and smooth that out any. It's my own fault. I should have put it further back how I had it originally set back from the pathway. But instead I decided to put it right in the pathway. That's my own stupid fault. Alright, so with that, without any further ado, it's the Mayor and saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.